It would be me sitting in my office doing my vlog. What's going on? What are you doing now? Good. I'll talk to you about it a little later, okay? I will. Bye. That was my oldest adopted son. I'm doing my vlog, telling me that he just got a job with the Carter County Sheriff's Department. After I do the vlog, I've got to call him. What's going on, Benj?
Are you on the camera?
I'm on the camera. Yeah.
I'll come back to it.
Okay. What I was showing you folks, the 2022 quarter, George Washington is facing away from the words "In God We Trust," and prior to that, I think this is a 2021. Can't tell, just a second. I got it changed, and this one's dirty as all get out. No, but anyway, I think all the other quarters, the Washington's face is well, actually, I just dispelled something. All the quarters that George Washington faces away from the words "In God We Trust." On the older ones, they face the word liberty. You know, somebody posted a deal where they said that they're trying to take God out of everything, and that's showing that our nation's turned its back on God, which probably is true, but all quarters face away from "In God We Trust." I love it. I've had a really busy day today. It's like Friday started early. This is Wednesday. I have just been doing a bunch of stuff. Lynn and I went and got gas in her car earlier, and then we drove through Fun Valley, and a couple of guys were fishing, had their car in there when they shouldn't have, and they tattled on Linda and I, and told my youngest adopted son Matt there was somebody in there in a red SUV. That was us and Linda's Lincoln Navigator. And Matt told them that, well, that guy works here, he's got a right to drive in here. What it is, Fun Valley is 330 acres that is basically closed. And the reason it is, they're in a restructuring right now. And also, people used to come from the bars and just tear stuff up, riding the four-wheelers and all that. And Matt and Mike and Jerry are getting ready to turn that place into strictly family friendly, and it's all good. They have I think 11 or 12 RV slots in there. Matt and Mike have theirs parked there right now, and they're getting ready to put a bunch more. On the 2 videos ago, I showed us driving and looking at the lake, and we had some rain, and it's still depleted bad. I've got a lot going on right now this minute, actually, and I had a great surprise today. My granddaughter, Cheyenne, I have a grandson, Cheyenne, that lives here. His name is spelled C-H-E-Y-E-N-N-E. And my granddaughter, Cheyenne's name is spelled C-H-E-Y-A-N-N-E. And she brought my new great-grandson for me to love on. And I'm just sorry that I had to go take care of stuff while she was here. It never slows down. I had to go get Linda's, well, let me back up. I thought she'd be gone when I got back, and I'm glad she wasn't. She's so pretty, so sweet, and held on to me and told me she loved me so much. And I love her and that baby of hers. I mean, it just rocked my world today. It really did. The thing is, she had to go to a doctor in Oklahoma City, and then this is on the way back to Durant. She comes down I-35, stops off, sees us, and then she'll go down to Highway 70 and take it south of Ardmore over to Durant where they live. She and her mom and dad and brothers and sisters all live over there. And it made my week seeing that kid. It did. Love her so much, and I wouldn't let go either. Yeah. But anyway, I had to go get the kids from school, and so that I could get things out of the way. She was here when I got back with the children from school, and that way my grandkids got to see her, my granddaughter, cousins got to see each other, and it was all good. And Aurora and Cheyenne were exchanging phone numbers on everybody. And she'll be back September 20th, which is a Tuesday, and hopefully bring her husband with her. But after dropping the kids off, I turned right around, and I had to go to Walmart and buy pick up a prescription, Linda's blood pressure medication from the pharmacy there, and then pick up goodies, chips and sugary things to go in a lockbox for the kids' lunches. And then I headed back. One thing I saw that was an extreme temptation, but I didn't get any. They've got sushi at Walmart now. It's out of California. You get a pack with like 12 pieces in it for $6. And so when I can actually get away with it, I'm getting me some. I'll have to buy some Kikkoman soy sauce and some green stuff. What is that stuff called? It's really hot. It's made from a root. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I hate it when I forget that. But it's really hot. It's green. A little bit of it goes a long way. But I'm going to get some of that, and I'm going to get some Kikkoman soy sauce, and I'm going to get me some sushi. This week, I've had friends, well, why don't you just go to a bait shop and eat a goldfish or a minnow or something? Well, I like sushi. I always have, always will. And that is something I enjoy. Linda and I, this coming Tuesday, or coming a week from tomorrow, have to take her to her doctor in Ada, and they have a restaurant there that's a Chinese restaurant that I like to frequent with my wife. And I think they're open on Thursdays. We will go by and she'll eat Chinese food. And hopefully they've got a sushi chef by now. They haven't had sushi the last 3 times we've been there. But I would rather eat sushi than the sweetest pie or cake in the world. I just love that stuff. It's like a dessert to me. And it's not good for me. I know that. Now, if my granddaughter Cheyenne did what I asked her to do, I'm minus one brown hat with a red bandana around it. Told her to take it home with her. My great-grandson Oliver wanted it. So, here, Oliver, it's not like I don't have other hats. I got a whole wall of them in there. you know, and I'll just put one more. I've got one on the floor. I'll clean it up and tie a bandana for a hat band around it, and I'll hang it up there with the rest of them. Linda saved my life. There was a brown recluse in webbing in the hat, and I took it down off my gun rack. She killed a house spider, a brown recluse, cleaned the spider webs out of it, and then I took a lint brush and went around it and the inside and cleaned it up good. It's a nice clean hat, so nothing's going to hurt that baby. The bandana's clean, the hat's clean, it's all good. I've been thinking on some other things too, and I need to talk to Linda about it. I talked to a couple over at the Buffalo Gap, where Lodge 7 is. Used to be Buffalo Gap Barbecue Restaurant. Jerry bought it at a tax sale, turned it into a lodge, and then he named that area Fun Valley. It's getting ready to become Deer Creek Outdoors. But they have an RV park over there, and here a while back, a week or so ago, I was in Linda's car and I was watching this couple pull out, and I stopped and asked the man, how do you like living in that? And he said, we don't. But they had him, his wife, 2 children, and a brand new baby. And they were moving it out and they're going to sell it. But last night at prophecy class, Linda asked Mr. and David Diaz and his wife, Mike's mother, I can't remember her name and I should be ashamed of myself, but Linda asked them how they liked living. They live in a motor home. You can drive it. It's got 2 pullouts on it, and they said they love it. They've been living in it for 6 years. I'm more prone to get a trailer, a 5th wheel trailer, rather than something you can drive and pile it around. And the reason for that, that way you can park it in an RV slot if you have to and take what you're pulling it with to go run around. And that's just my thinking on it. But Mike and his parents and Matt are experts on this stuff. They all live in RVs. Mike lives in one that's bigger than his parents, I think, that you can drive. And so when Linda and I finally get around to going and getting one, we're taking Matt with us if he can take time off. I want Linda to get what she wants, but I want Matt to tell us if it's any good or not. I don't have a clue. I really don't. I can do a whole lot of things, and I do a whole lot of things well. But figuring out RVs and camping trailers ain't one of them. So we'll cross that bridge. I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be a short vlog today, and I apologize, but it's Wednesday. The boys, Bo and Nick, will be off work pretty quick, and I've got a bunch of stuff I've got to do. I've got to call my oldest adopted son Dale back. He's excited. He just got him a job with the Carter County Sheriff's Office. He starts Tuesday, so I got to call him and talk to him about that. He retired from the state of Oklahoma. He ran a department. He was department head. Spent 22, almost 23 years there running that department. So he's been in law enforcement, and he and I have an awful lot in common. And so his dad that died here a while back was a good friend of mine, a real good friend. I loved his dad, Gary Dale, with my whole heart. He's Gary Dale Jr., but I call him my oldest adopted son. He's like one of my boys. I mean, that's how it works. But and then way back, let's back up. Jerry and Matt are looking at getting rid of the donkey. They just got it. The donkey's chasing the goats over at Buffalo Gap, or over at Fun Valley by what we call the snake pit, where they store equipment. There's like 11 or 12 acres there, and Jerry has a herd of goats. Jerry and my wife Linda are in a conspiracy with each other to overpopulate the world with goats, I think. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But they trade stuff back and forth all the time. But I think that pasture's like, really is probably 5 acres, not 12. I think the whole thing together with the lodge and the cabins, there's 12 cabins there, the snake pit, property behind it, I think all of it's like 17 acres. And the donkey is a cute little thing. He's got the dorsal stripe and the stripe down his shoulders, but he gets mean about once a week and chases the goats. So I think they're going to trade him for a female. And I told Jerry on the phone when I was sitting at the school waiting on grandkids, you're probably going to just have the same problem again. Well, folks, I've got to get off of here. I love all of you. I do. I absolutely do. If you're watching this, know you own my heart. I want God to bless you. I do. And like the sign right up there says, be kind. Bye.